YouTube, what's going on? It has been a while. So I've been looking to make this video for a long time, but every time I would try, something would come up. I got busy doing something else, and I also just wanted to make sure this video was conveyed properly. I don't want people to take this out of context, and people are going to anyway, so I decided to just go ahead and make the videos, tell you guys how I honestly feel about why I stopped buying Funko Pops. So let's get right into it.
Listen, been in the game for a minute, clocking in because it's time to get down to business. Stunting is a habit, on me I'm good at it. Asking around town, I'm known as the Popsavage.
Alright guys, before we get into this video, please smash that like button down below. Let me know you guys are enjoying these kind of videos, and hit the subscribe button if you're new to this channel so you can be updated to my most recent content. Hit that bell notification so you're alerted as soon as I post a new video. So as the title says, I'm going to talk about why I stopped buying Funko Pops. Now, just to be very clear, I'm not done with Funko Pops, but I did stop. I haven't bought any Funko Pops all year up to this point, and in this video I'm going to tell you why that was the case. So if you do follow me on Instagram, you probably already know and saw that I actually got engaged. So thank you to all of those out there who gave your best wishes and congratulations. It was very much appreciated. I wasn't able to get back to everybody because there was so much support, and I really do appreciate that. So that was part of the reason. I think a lot of people kind of, once they saw that, the light bulb hit off. That's why I stopped buying Funko Pops. Not really. I had been planning that for a long time, and I had already taken a break before that of buying Funko Pops. But it does kind of have to do with it, because if you didn't see on Instagram, me and Ariel, we got engaged in Lisbon, Portugal, and both of us have been talking about living in Portugal for a few years. That was the first time we actually had gone, so we went out. I went out there knowing I was going to propose, but we also went out there to kind of scout out the place as a future place to live. So that had been a reason why I stopped buying Funko Pops. Is if I'm moving, it's gonna be pretty hard to take all of this stuff with me, if at all. So I had been trying not to buy anything, not just Funko Pops, just anything in general, because the more stuff, the harder it is to move. And with the trip being done, we're looking into making that maybe a possibility. So I may be starting over the collection. These Pops may be available. I don't know. I'm not done with Funko Pops though. I still enjoy seeing Funko Pops, getting Funko Pops. We had, I think Dish Trackers made a post yesterday about Umbreon coming out, so that was pretty exciting for me because hopefully they'll make a flocked version. There are still certain Funko Pops, Captain Planet, Chuck E. Cheese, and a few others that I've seen recently. That always excite me, and that's something I want to get in the collection, but I've just been kind of holding off just because I don't need any more stuff. I have too much stuff as it is, and whether the move happens or not, I think at this point in my life, the older I'm getting, it may be time to downsize a lot of just stuff in general. So that's one thing that has kind of gotten me paused on Funko Pops. With as much as I have already, it's kind of hard to make space and figure out which ones actually fit in the collection. The more you have, the more picky you get, just naturally. And with other factors being in place, that's kind of gotten me even more picky. So that's why I haven't bought any Funko Pops. I actually have had some things come in that I bought last year on pre-order, so I'll show you guys those in the future videos if you guys are interested in that. But that's the first reason why I have not bought Funko Pops, is I may be moving, and definitely looking to downsize either way, just because I have too much stuff. But second, and the two other reasons are a little bit more important, I think, to the community and why I kind of stopped, is it honestly hasn't been as fun. With getting to a certain point where you have a lot of stuff, you get picky, but you also have seen it all almost. Funko has been kind of making the same stuff over and over again, different molds, different variants, same characters, same molds, and it gets redundant. And when you've seen these things before, you don't get excited for the cons because they're the same stuff. There's nothing interesting. There's things that you've been waiting on. For somebody like me who's been collecting for years and still haven't seen it, it kind of gets frustrating, and also takes the fun out of it a little bit. You know, and with the fun not being in it, I didn't really want to make videos coming across as if I was having fun. I know there's a lot of other YouTubers who I know are not enjoying the products and still make videos because they want to get the views, but that just never been me. I've always just wanted to be authentic for you guys, and you know, if that's what you're into, that's what you're into. No shade to anybody, but I just never wanted to be the guy who, you know, came on here and acted like everything was great and loved the products, because I think that's disingenuous, and I also think it doesn't lead to any change. You know, I've made several videos, and other people have made videos about, you know, their lack of enthusiasm with Funko and what they're doing now. And I think if there is another faction that's kind of faking like they like it, it doesn't leave Funko to make any changes at all, because they're going to say some people are going to like it, some people aren't. But if everybody is on one way or the other, they would have to actually do something about it. So I didn't want to be you know, a factor in Funko making terrible products, you know, products that people aren't as excited about. And I also just felt like if I was the only one feeling that way, I didn't want to come on here and make videos kind of bashing Funko constantly as far as making better stuff. So I just didn't want to be, you know, either a negative influence in either way, you know, with making Funko being emboldened to make the same products, or also be kind of like a downer on people who are still enjoying themselves. There are people who still are enjoying Funko Pops, and you know, I don't want to be the guy telling people to not have fun, because this is supposed to be fun, and this is supposed to be something that people enjoy and kind of get a break from day-to-day life with collecting Funko Pops. So I didn't want to be that. You know, as far as that's concerned about being fun, there's definitely things I think, you know, with downsizing and, you know, kind of restarting the collection, I think that will be fun again. I've thought about doing mystery box videos again, if you guys are interested in that. But and you know, also maybe do some reviews of Funko Pops I have in my collection to kind of show you guys why I got them in the first place, because each Pop, for the most part, that I have still in my collection, I got for a reason, and I think it'd be fun to kind of tell you guys why that is. But if that's something you guys are interested, drop down in the comment section below. But I just didn't want to come on here and fake it, you know. I hadn't bought any Funko Pops, and I just didn't want to kind of force videos just for views, because I thought that'd be, you know, disingenuous to you guys. So the third and final reason why I kind of took a step back from buying Funko Pops is one that most people probably won't agree with, but it's kind of, you know, a personal opinion for me, is I think Funko hasn't moved in the next direction. You know, I always talk about my Speculation Saturdays videos as far as Pops I think will be valuable in the future. For me, this has always been a collecting thing, you know. Some people have it for fun and they don't care about the value at all. That's just not the way I've ever thought. You know, it's not something I want to make money, but I also don't want to lose money at the same time for it. You know, if I am spending time and money that, you know, I work hard for on something or a product, any product, I've always thought that I want to preserve my value at least. And I feel like, and this is, you know, my opinion, Funko has not taken, or the Funko collecting community as a whole has not taken the next step as far as valuing these things as collectibles. What I mean by that is, you know, with Funko continuously producing new products, you know, same products, same characters, I feel like the community is always interested in the newest thing. You know, if they put out a new, I don't know, I'm looking over here, Frieza Funko Pop for Dragon Ball Z. The old one doesn't have as much value as far as like a collectible is concerned as the new one. The new shiny new Frieza is going to be the most sought after one, and the old one doesn't get the value. With Funko continuously doing that, it kind of scares me off of, you know, buying things that are more expensive, because you know, that's not going to be sought out after later. It might as well just get the newest one, you know, the newest shiniest one that Funko makes. Even though there's an old product that they didn't do so well, the new one's going to kind of fix that issue, and the old one doesn't have as much collectability as the new one. Now, that doesn't apply to every single one, and that doesn't apply to every single person as far as their perceived value of the Funko Pops, but as a whole, it does feel that way. And I've made videos about that in the past, talking about that. And you know, I've said my opinion and it doesn't really land with most of the community. And I also talked about, I believe personally, that fake Funko Pops are destroying that part of the hobby in general. You know, there's so many fakes out there for expensive pops. I don't know if that's people are seeing that as much as I am, but once a Funko Pop gets to a certain value or popularity, like $50 or more, $100 or more, or is extremely popular, there are a lot of fakes. There are also a lot of fakes for the numbered Funko Pops, the NFT ones, the Fun Days Funko Pops. The numbered Pops still are being affected by fakes because there's no serial numbers on them to kind of, you know, protect that. So I believe personally that that's a huge problem, especially when you have thousands and thousands of dollars invested in Funko Pops as myself. You know, a lot of these Pops lose their value when you keep them for a while. You know, they were once really hard to get, and now they're not hard to get because there's just fakes out there. And every time I put a post out there about that, it seems like a lot of people don't care about fakes. They're fine with having fakes, and that's okay. You know, I'm not here to judge how other people collect. I'm not here to tell how people should collect. But if that's the way the winds are blowing, you know, I have to act accordingly. So I haven't really invested much in, you know, Funko Pops that are more expensive. So that's kind of taken the niche part of the hobby where, you know, I'm at the point where I don't really feel the need to buy every new thing, but I would like to buy some, you know, more hard to get things. But those hard to get things are either being faked, they're going to be re-released, or the value is going to plummet and it's not worth the investment for me. So that's kind of why I haven't been buying Funko Pops. The fun has kind of changed. The collectability aspect hasn't felt the same way. And just in general, you know, I might be moving. I might be getting, having to get rid of a lot of stuff just so I can make the move more, more easy, you know, easier on me. So that's kind of where I'm at. You know, I do still plan on making videos. This video I just wanted to make before I made any other videos because I felt like it was the responsible thing for me to do, not just to pop up all excited again without explaining, you know, where have you been this whole time. So that's kind of how I feel. I'm not trying to shade anybody. I'm not trying to tell anybody how they should collect or kind of throw shots at anybody who is doing it differently, but just always felt like it was my responsibility on my channel to be completely honest with you guys about how I feel. So hopefully that doesn't change your opinion. Hopefully you still feel like you want to subscribe, and hopefully you feel like you still want to see what I have in the future as far as Funko Pops are concerned. And just in general as well, I am still collecting other things. I've not stopped buying comic books and sport cards. So if you're interested in my second channel, I did just post a video about what I have coming in from that today on my second channel, Savage Breaks. So it's not like the collecting part of me is gone away. I'm just trying to make Funko fun again, and hopefully it changes and we just starting like a little dry spell for Funko as far as the community is concerned, as far as I'm concerned. So thanks for listening and hearing me out. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe if you're new. Like I said, check out the second channel if you're interested in my comic book and sport card and Pokemon card collecting. And just in general, let me know your thoughts. If you feel the same way about Funko Pops as me, let me know in the comment section below. And if you disagree, let me know in the comment section below as well. All comments are welcome. Thanks again for watching, guys. Till next time, see you later.